Hello YouTube, Pinchio8 is back again, and we are not in another day, we are still in the same day. So you probably know I've just recently reviewed the NG Models Hawaiian A330. That was a very fun review, so here I am back again reviewing my next, which was meant to be my third or second NG Models aircraft. And that, of course, here being the Aer Lingus A321neo. And like I had mentioned, that the 757 was a complete bust. And as I am understanding that Aer Lingus definitely no longer flies the 757 from JFK and Boston to the Shannon route, because I remember for quite a long time that's how it was being used. But eventually I could see there was no point in making the 757s because they were being very close to retiring, and that they would definitely be replaced by the A321neos, and so that has happened, that they have been flying the JFK or Boston to Shannon route. But ever since this pandemic happens, we've hardly ever heard from the Shannon route, but little bit by little bit, the Aer Lingus A321neos have started to come back into service. Like, there was the Windsor-Locks Hartford, Connecticut to Dublin flight on a A321neo, and then this happened where they were using an A321neo to go Boston to Dublin, and I believe starting tomorrow they're going to start bringing back the A330-300. So I guess this will be considered my very first Aer Lingus aircraft in the brand new livery. So I'm also going to compare this aircraft as it is to a Gemini Jets version, a lot like Gemini Jets 13 did, except he compared his with an American 321neo, but I've got the JetBlue 321neo to compare it with, so I'll show you that shortly. But for now, the star of the show is the Aer Lingus 321neo. So all I can say is I'm definitely very happy that this one was looked after very well. And since I bought this as kind of a used model from, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to mention one last time again, Aviation Blue Tech. And if you're watching this, Aviation Blue Tech, I am kind of missing your videos. And if you are also subscribed to him, he does have his own eBay page known as Illuminate13. And I believe the reason why he's selling some of his models is probably to make, well, a little more extra money so he can get some new models, because he hasn't finished with his LAX realistic update yet. And after that, in the future, I have heard that in the future he does plan to do other airports such as Atlanta and Seattle. He hasn't even finished both Orlando and Fort Lauderdale yet. So he's really behind schedule on quite a few videos. And I haven't seen him in quite a bunch of months, and I don't know what the future for him is yet. If he's going to retire from this hobby or not. If he does, I don't know if he plans to sell all of his models off of eBay or not. But I'm not going to count on it. But other than that, once again, props go to him for selling this model. So we're going to take a very close look. So looking here at this tail, you can see it's a very dark green. And from what I've heard, the Aer Lingus A330-300, both by Gemini Jets as well as Phoenix models, because my friend Gemini Jets 13 got his as a Phoenix models, he said that this green part is actually a little bit more of a lighter green than it is, while the NG models version of the 321neo has the darker green. And I guess he's not kidding. This is a very dark green tail. I'd say dark with a small bit of a blue hue to it. And also a point made by Gemini Jets 13 is that the sharklets really do stand out. In fact, they do look a little bit more straight up than the Gemini Jets version. So now would be a good time for me to bring in the Gemini Jets JetBlue 321. So let me see if I can show you a nose-to-nose comparison like he did. So if you're able to take a very closer look, you'd probably see that as we look at the nose of the Aer Lingus A321neo, it actually looks like it's got a lot more skinnier of a fuselage, while the fuselage of the Gemini Jet's JetBlue 321neo is probably a bit more chubbier, and the wings are actually more lifting up a little bit like that, while the Aer Lingus is a little bit more down, as if it was on the ground. But looks through camera definitely are not always what you think they are. They're still very nice, so try to excuse my little nitpickiness here. So yeah, I guess it's skinnier for NG models and a little chubbier for Gemini jets. Because yeah, you can also see with the winglets or sharklets that they're kind of bent back a little bit. I kind of like the bent back winglets or sharklets a little more because I find that that does look more realistic. I can't tell if the straight up sharklets or winglets are meant to be realistic or the leaning back ones are meant to look realistic. But other than that, both very, very special models. So yeah, about the Aer Lingus 757-200, so I know definitely, along with many others, that now that those are retired, I too kind of wanted to take a step back in time to the classic times before Aer Lingus repainted all of their aircrafts from the green machine livery to the white livery like there is here. So yeah, I'm kind of impressed how Gemini Jet 13 nicknamed his green Aer Lingus planes the green machine. And I still got mine in the green livery. That's not going anywhere. Although I don't know which company Gemini Jets 13 got his from. Mine is Gemini Jets as a 2003 release. And apparently what I'm noticing on both his green machined Aer Lingus A330, which definitely matches to the Aer Lingus 757, is that the whole fuselage was actually green with a blue hue to it. But the one I have, since it was a really, really early 21st century release, there is no blue hue to it at all. It's just pure, pure green, like an Irish Spring green. And I felt that the blue hue to it really makes it stand out. And I don't know if this counts as a blue hue to the dark green tail, but other than that, this will be utilized in my JetBlue Airport update. Rather I do it as Terminal 5 at JFK, or probably do it as my own fictional airport like that. So, other than that, there you have it. The Aer Lingus A321 by NG Models. Can't wait to replace the broken 757-200 so I can bring back a little bit of classic times when that aircraft was used for the JFK or Boston to Shannon route. There were no parts I had to super glue back. It's kind of unique how the registration number here is also written on the bottom of the tail. I thought I saw that on the Aer Lingus A330 I have that's still in the green machine livery. I'll have to take a closer look. If you're not able to read the tail fin from over here, I'll read it to you off the box that it's sitting on. Mostly they're using letters. Letter E stands for Echo, I stands for India, dash L for Lima, R for Romeo, and A for Alpha. So try to remember what each meaning is in aviation talk with these letters. EI-LRA, Echo India-Lima Romeo Alpha. And yeah, I love that really unique touch with the Ireland Irish flag on the back. Hope to get that touch with the Aer Lingus A330-200, which I am definitely predicting that's going to have the light green tail. And I know Gemini Jets came out with their Aer Lingus 321neos, but they too have the light green tail fins. I did have one as a backup in case one of them that I was watching would sell out really quickly. But I had another chance at it, and here it is. And It's very, very unique. I can't wait to utilize this in my next JetBlue Airport update. So despite the way the fuselage on the Gemini Jets version is a little bit more chubbier like that, and NG Models is doing very well, I'm definitely hoping this tells Gemini Jets to step off their A game and like literally blow some more detail away. I'd say that these are really competing with each other, so we'll just for now call it a friendly competition. So there you guys have it. Sorry if this one's a little bit lengthy. I just love to compare things as all. So there'll be more comparisons coming up when the last two of my planes come in, being the Hawaiian 330-200 old livery and the Aer Lingus 330-300 new livery by Gemini Jets. And I hope they also do get here in one piece. So thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Cameron at Pinchio Wait, signing in, pinching out. Take care.